One of the treatment options that we offer here at Lunt Chiropractic is something called cervical traction, otherwise known as cervical decompression, because that's basically what it's going to do. So somebody with chronic issues would be qualifying for this sort of treatment, somebody with cervical stenosis or any narrowing in the spinal canal. The way that it works is we set you up on a traction system while you're on heat, and it helps to kind of distract the cervical spine, adds a little bit of a stretch in through the musculature, and helps the disc spaces to separate, offering that decompression release for people. So the way that we are going to set this up, I'm going to demo it on Dr. Madison here. Typically I would have a heating pad here underneath the patient so that they're warming at the same time as the traction is happening, allowing for the muscles to loosen. But what we're going to have her do is lay back so that this area here is going to cradle right in the base of her neck. We're going to put a strap right over the top of the forehead. I'm going to tighten this down. Is that tolerable there?
Yeah.
Okay. And then it uses a pump mechanism with some air. So we're gonna pump this up just with a few pounds of pressure. Typically we don't go more than 10 to 15 pounds worth of pressure that's stretching in through the neck because we want it to be tolerable. So I'm gonna pump this up just a little bit. She has a nice distraction going on in her neck. It's being pulled up from the base of the skull, adding a nice stretch reflex into the spine. And then we would let her relax here for about 10 to 15 minutes and let it do its job. Comfortable?
Yep.
Okay. So a nice deep stretch, right? Kind of feels like somebody's like pulling on your neck like from the top, right?
Yeah, and you can feel it kind of traction off from your shoulders a little bit too. So if you have like a lot of shoulders, like tightness in there.
This is also really beneficial for anybody that might suffer from chronic headaches because it's going to add a nice stretch right into the base of the skull. We would make sure that we do a full exam to make sure that there's no contraindications to this method of treatment. If you're someone that suffers from chronic cervical issues such as headaches, cervical stenosis, even some mild degenerative change in the spine, you would qualify for something called cervical traction. Call our office at 585-594-0026 to discuss your treatment options with us today.